Factsverse presents. When a teacher sees a boy riding his bike on the highway, the look of terror on his face raises red flags. It's not uncommon for teachers and students to develop strong bonds. For an entire school year, a child's teacher is the person they spend their whole day with. Many kids can say they spend more time with their teacher than they do with their own parents. Some students will visit their former teachers that they had a strong bond with. I've done that. Some of these relationships last a lifetime. Well, Cameron was a good student, and this 7-year-old boy, he had a teacher the previous year named Keller Sutherland. Keller had been a teacher at Ellen Woodside Elementary School for several years, and she remembered Cameron as being a good student. Cameron's father had been suffering from uncontrolled diabetes for years. Cameron knew his father's condition could become serious, but his mother was always there to get him help that he needed. When Cameron got home from school one day, his mother was still at work. He went looking for his father and found him collapsed on the bathroom floor. He knew he had to do something, so he got his father's phone to call 911. Unfortunately, his father's phone had a passcode, and Cameron didn't know it. Most phones allow you to make an emergency call without entering a passcode, but at just 7 years old, Cameron didn't know how to do that. He knew he had to get help. The only other person he knew who could help his father was his grandmother. Unfortunately, she lived 5 miles away. Keller Sutherland was on her way home from work at the school. She was driving down US 25, the highway about a mile from the school, and while she was driving, she saw Cameron on his bike. She remembered Cameron from her class the year before. She knew that he was a good kid and couldn't imagine why this young boy would be riding his bike alone on a highway. She saw cars and trucks whizzing by this young boy, and she knew she had to do something. Keller realized Cameron was in danger, so she turned around and pulled over to talk to him. Most kids would be in hysterics in Cameron's situation, but he wasn't. He was able to calmly tell Keller what was going on with his father, and he needed help right away. He told his former teacher that he was trying to get to his grandmother's house so that she could call for help. He also told her how his father's passcode prevented him from calling 911 himself. Keller listened as the boy spoke to her calmly, and she couldn't help but think that he was the bravest little boy she'd ever seen. While Keller and Cameron were on the side of the road talking, 2 truckers pulled over to see if they needed any help. When Keller told them what was happening, one of the truckers called 911. When the first responders arrived, Keller led them to Cameron's house. When they arrived, his father was still on the bathroom floor, unconscious. Fortunately, he was able to get to the hospital in time, and Cameron was a hero. When the principal of Ellen Woodside Elementary School heard about this with Cameron and his father, she decided that she'd hold a seminar for all of the students. Since most people today have traded in their landline phones for cell phones, the principal decided to teach the students how to make emergency calls on different types of mobile phones. The principal recorded the seminar and uploaded it on Facebook so students in other schools could see it. Shortly after this videotaped seminar was uploaded, it went viral. Parents all over the country were watching the video with their children and sharing it so other parents could watch it with their children. The video was viewed over 37,000 times, and the number continues to climb. This is essential information all children should know. Cameron's mother commented on the video, and she thanked everybody who had helped save her husband's life. She thanked Keller, the truckers who called 911, and the first responders. If it weren't for these people, she knows her husband would most likely have died. She was also thankful for the school for teaching the students such a valuable lesson. Kids grow up learning that they need to call 911, but with people having fewer landlines today, calling for help can be very difficult for a young child. It's a great thing that they did with this video to show them how to make emergency calls on a mobile phone. Well, Cameron's family's lucky the student-teacher bond often goes beyond the classroom. Because Cameron's former teacher remembered him and was concerned about him, they were able to get his father the help he desperately needed. Is Cameron a hero? If you think so, click that like button. And also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos.